Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Vendismecha. Hi, how you guys doing? Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Vendismecha. You know what? Let's have some fun. Habaneranena, 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 Vendismecha. Habaneranena, 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 Vendismecha. Haba, Nagila, Haba, Nagila, Haba, Nagila, Vendismecha. Haba, Nagila, Haba, Nagila, Haba, Nagila, Vendismecha. Shalom, everyone! Shalom. My name is Zachary, and I am so excited to celebrate Hanukkah with all of you here at the Epcot International Festival of the Holidays. I've just come home to Orlando after a few years of studying abroad and meeting people all over the world. In my travels, I learned that people in different places and cultures celebrate Hanukkah in their own way. And now, I get to share what I learned with all of you. You know, a lot of people think that Hanukkah is a very serious and somber, holy holiday, and that's not completely true. In fact, Hanukkah is the only Jewish holiday not even mentioned in the Torah, our holy book. Hanukkah is actually a joyous holiday. It's a celebration of a victory and a miracle. Now, it all began in 166 BCE. A small band of Jews called the Maccabees defeated the large and powerful Assyrian army, driving them out of Jerusalem and reclaiming the Holy Temple. After the battle, the Maccabees rededicated the temple and relit the eternal candle that is required to burn in synagogues at all times. They only found enough oil to light the candle for one day. Yet, by a miracle, the candle burned bright for 8 days, long enough for a messenger to return with more oil. This is why we now celebrate 8 days of Hanukkah. Now, during the 8 days and nights of Hanukkah, families gather together. We eat. We sing songs. We eat. We exchange presents. Oh, and did I mention? Yeah, we eat. Specifically, we eat potato latkes and jelly donuts. Both foods specifically cooked in oil to remember the oil that kept the candle burning for the Maccabees so long ago. We also light the candles of the Hanukkah, a 9-branch menorah. At sunset on the first night, we light 2 candles. The center candle, called the shamash, and the candle furthest to the right. The shamash is the servant candle. It serves as a reminder for each of us to be a light, shining into a dark world. The next night, we light the shamash and the first 2 candles, and so on, until the 8th night when all the candles are lit and burning bright. Light the first of 8 tonight, furthest candle to the right. Light the first and second too, when tomorrow's day is through. Then light 3 and then light 4, every dusk light 1 candle more, till all 8 burn bright and high, honoring a day gone by. Now, in my family, like so many other families across the world, our tradition was to exchange gifts immediately after lighting the candles. And my parents always gave us kids the biggest presents on the first and the last nights. The nights in between were for, I guess you could say, much smaller presents. School supplies, clothes, an extra fancy pair of socks. I always had to hide my disappointment on the socks night. And we got a few of the Hanukkah staples. Chocolate coins called gelt, and of course, dreidels. Now a dreidel, if you didn't know, is a 4-sided spinning top. On each side is a Hebrew letter. Nun, Gimel, Hey, and Shin. And my sisters and brothers and I would each take some of our Hanukkah gelt, put it into a pot, and then one at a time we would spin the dreidel. If the dreidel landed on Nun, we get nothing. If it landed on Shin, we would have to add another one of our chocolate coins to the pot. If it landed on Hey, we got half the coins in the pot. And if one of us were lucky enough for the dreidel to land on Gimel, we got all the chocolate gelt. Now, while we played, we would sing the classic dreidel song. I'm sure you've heard it before, and I could sing it for you now, but I think I might need some help. Does anybody want to help me out with the classic dreidel song? No, that's okay. You've all been volunteered right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take most of the words of the song, but the rest of you are going to be in charge of one very important word. Can you guess what that word might be? Dreidel. Dreidel, very good. So what's going to happen is when I raise the dreidel in the air, you're all going to say? Dreidel. Very good. Let's try it one more time. Dreidel. All right, here we go with the song. I have a little dreidel. I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, then dreidel. I will play. Oh, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, then dreidel. I will play. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Fantastic. That was fantastic. Now, I must admit, that's not exactly how my family sang the classic dreidel song. But I have always loved my family's Hanukkah tradition so much. And that's why I was thrilled to get out in the world and see how different families in countries far from here celebrate this joyous holiday. Did you know that in Yemen and North Africa, they make the 7th night of Hanukkah a celebration of women? They call it Hag Habanat, the holiday of the daughters, in honor of the strong women connected to the Jews' battle for freedom. On this night, the synagogue is open just for women to come and worship the Torah, to dance and bless their daughters and fellow Jewish women. In Turkey, on the last night of Hanukkah, some families celebrate a holiday they call merenda, which literally translates to snack. The night is basically a giant potluck. Jewish families travel to each other's homes, sharing home-prepared dishes and food. I told you we like to eat. On this day, children collect flour from their neighbors, all while chanting and singing, "Give us flour so that God will give you life." And speaking of music and songs, in Argentina, many Jews speak in a Judeo-Spanish language called Ladino. And there's an old Ladino song that Argentinians sing to celebrate Hanukkah. It's called Ocho Candelicas, which in English translates to 8 little candles. Would you guys like to hear a little bit of it?
Yes.
Hanukkah linda está aquí. 8 candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí. 8 candelas para mí. Oh, una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas. 8 candelas para mí. Beautiful Hanukkah is here. 8 candles for me. Beautiful Hanukkah is here. 8 candles for me. Oh, 1 little candle, 2 little candles, 3 little candles, 4 little candles, 5 little candles, 6 little candles, 7 little candles, 8 candles for me. It's such a fun and unique song. And there are so many other wonderful Hanukkah songs and traditions out there in this great big world. Yet it seems, no matter where in the world you are, Hanukkah is about remembering the miracle. It's about remembering to be a light and celebrating with food, fun, but most importantly, family. Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat, a dreidel to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Chag Sameach. Happy Hanukkah. Please enjoy the rest of your day here at the Epcot International Festival of the Holidays.